Good morning, Minters. Welcome back to Minting Coins with your host, me, the Mint. Hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to Kay. Kay requested this video and I agreed, so this is for you, Kay. Also, shout out, this has been a long time back, but I keep wanting to do a shout out to these people. Someone sent me one ETN, and honestly, this was over a month ago, I think, but you know, no matter how small the amount, I really appreciate you doing that for me. Thank you. It means a lot. It's just the thought. It means a lot. Just the thought, not the amount. The amount doesn't matter. So thank you. And then someone else more recently, I believe April 12th, sent me 25 ETN, which is incredibly kind. So thank you to you guys, whoever you are. I can't thank you. Obviously, all the transactions are private. But again, don't think it goes unnoticed. I really appreciate just the gesture. Anyways, Electroneum released some news today, which we're going to talk about first. So I didn't know this. I don't know if they mentioned this on Telegram or if I just missed this, but they bought some ASIC miners. And if you don't know, just a quick background, these ASIC miners are basically computers that are very good at mining specific algorithms for specific cryptocurrencies. So these miners are geared towards the algorithm that Electroneum uses, which is also the same one that Monero uses, and a few other ones, I believe Digibyte and stuff like that. So it's the first ASIC of their kind, and when they came out, they basically completely dominated the mining space of these different coins. And what happened is that these coins decided to fork so that people who bought these miners wouldn't have complete control of the mining process. And so most of these coins have forked, if not all. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping track of them. I know Monero has for sure, and seems like the other ones have. But Electroneum explains that they bought these miners to do some testing, so that basically they can figure out what is the best changes to include in their next fork. And so when I read this, I think, wow, like that's really responsible. That's a great way of going about it. At the end of the day, we're going to have a really nice new product, a nice new coin. But then when you go to the comment section, we have Felipe Lopez here saying, so slow, my God, all the small coins are ASIC resistant since 10 days ago. But the ETN turtle is still evaluating. So I'm not sure, like at the surface, yeah, it looks like they're being really responsible, going about it a really good way. But maybe Felipe is right that, all these other coins forked days ago. So why hasn't ETN? And they don't even have to do much work, I don't think, because Monero, which we're a fork of, has already done it. So we could basically copy whatever they did for their fork. And Monero is an excellent project with excellent developers. So I don't know if there is any reason to go through all this work and to have spent this money on these computers. Electroneum has a ton of money, a boatload. But still, I think these are like $2,000 each, something like that. And so is this just a waste of $6,000? I'm not sure. I'm not trying to FUD. At first I thought it was very good, but Felipe does bring up a good point. Maybe they should just fork. I don't know. I really don't know. Just want to leave it to you guys. You guys can think about it. And if you guys want to talk about it, just leave it in the comments. Next. I just wanted to drop an end of the week update to let everyone know that we switched the automated miner payout system back on. Okay, so everyone knows that if you're running your mobile miner, they weren't doing payouts. Okay, there was some problem in the last update. It seems like when they added the referrals, something broke. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it broke because we were growing there. Getting 80,000 miners, something like that. If it broke from an overload, or if it broke from their update that broke something else. If it broke from an update, then one of the changes you've made affected the system. and so it should be fairly simple to find the bug. So I'm a little surprised it took them so long to fix. But regardless, it is fixed now. And they write, this is important to a lot of you guys, I should reiterate that your ETN has never been at risk and no ETN or ETN earnings have been lost through this delay. So a little bit of comfort there. I know a lot of people panic about this, and we've been told time after time that whenever ETN does have some technical difficulty, that your Electroneum is ultimately always safe. You know, when the fork broke, when the app broke previously, all these times, your ETN has always been safe. It is always somewhere that you'll eventually be able to access. Same thing with when Cryptopia went down, all these different things. So not to fear. Now, I don't feel like they posted this anywhere else. I don't feel like this is on their Twitter page. Maybe they posted this on Telegram, but the truth is that unless you pin the message on Telegram, I'm not going to go on your Electroneum Telegram group chat and read through the 5,000 messages that I've missed. Okay? Unless they posted it here, and I apologize, I'm not going to do it in the video because it's a waste of time, but I don't feel like this was posted. And I feel like the community was a bit panicked, they're a bit worried, and I don't understand why this PR person, Emojin, shout out to Emojin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Emojin. Anyways, Emojin, social media and PR team at Electroneum, you are public relations person, and I feel like this is the concern of the public, of the Electroneum public. And I think these things need to be addressed, and not simply through a Telegram post that gets written and then gets bypassed. Because I think Emojin is very active on Telegram. I think she is. I don't know. I'm not on the main Electroneum chat. But a lot of people are not. And like I said, a lot of people are not reading through all those comments. And so these concerns, I think, need to be addressed on some public, some more, I don't know, convenient social media platforms such as Facebook or Twitter, where people can go read the important and relevant messages when they, at their convenience. Okay, not have to read through so much garbage just to find out what's going on. And so I think that's a little bit frustrating. I saw some messages yesterday that P2P Ray from P2P Cryptos is getting frustrated with the lack of communication. If this was a company full of developers that were just programming hard, one, they might not know how to communicate with the community very well, but two, they'd be very busy at work. But Electroneum has a PR person. It's Emojin. And so if you guys are watching this, I think Emojin, put out some more Twitter, Facebook posts. Just little things to keep the community, sane. These crypto communities are so fickle. As soon as something goes wrong, if someone's not there to hold their hand, they're fudding, they're freaking out, they're leaving. It's just chaos. And so I don't think it's very hard to have posted this. She says reiterate, and that's the only reason why I hesitate as to whether or not this was stated as for this specific situation. But I think this could have been posted as a separate tweet a long time ago, and people would have felt better about it. Hey, your ETN's fine, and we'll get it all to you as soon as we get the app fixed. Anyways, moving on because the videos are getting long. Basically, they said that this was a great experience to stress test the system, and just something that I thought of that I don't really want to address, but just to put a pin in it to talk about later maybe, is that they kept the payout deliberately low at 10 ETN to stress test the system. That's what they're saying. And that's a good point, because right now we only have 80,000 miners. But, if we ever reach 10 million miners, which I believe we should, this should be a definite goal for Electroneum, is 10 million miners. If each one of those miners are doing one transaction daily, how are we going to keep up? How is the Electroneum blockchain at all scalable to something that size, when even Bitcoin is only doing between 200 and 300,000 transactions a day? And that's just talking about the mobile miners. If the mobile miners are doing one transaction a day and we have 10 million of them, how is this sustainable? And forget mobile miners in general. If we're reaching global adoption, let's say we can reach, 100 million, 200 million, 500 million. I don't know. I have no idea, but let's just think really long term. Can any proof of work blockchain sustain that many people? This is a broader cryptocurrency question. Anyways, gotta leave it at that, because I said I didn't truly want to talk about it. There's an important poll at the end of this post, and so if you guys have Facebook, please get onto Electroneum's Facebook and do this poll. Anyways, there's two options. One, we keep the mobile miner exactly as it is, where you mine 24/7, you leave the app running, and you need internet access. Or we switch the mobile miner to a daily interaction at a time convenient to you. So basically you just open the app and you'll press collect my mobile mining daily earnings, something like that. Some daily event, daily transaction. And if you read through this, you'll see that this seems to imply that if we switch to a daily interaction, that we will be accepted onto the iPhone platform. Basically, we'll get an iOS app out there if we switch to a daily interaction. So I think the choice becomes very clear that we need to switch to a daily interaction in order to achieve adoption. If Electroneum is all about adoption, about reaching as many people as possible, then obviously we need to reach as many cell phones as possible, including iOS. And if this is the quickest and easiest way to get there, then I propose that we all vote for a daily interaction switch. Now, what are the consequences? It's going to be a pain in the ass. I think daily interaction becomes synonymous with daily chore, which could be positive, but I guarantee that a lot of you guys you're just going to get sick of opening the app every day and collecting. As easy as it is, I know, trust me, it becomes a chore to open the app every day and press collect. So I really like that I can just let Electroneum do its thing. As long as it doesn't turn off, I'm making money. But with the collection style, a lot of people are going to fall off the wagon. I guarantee it. And we also... Sorry, no, the thing I was going to say isn't relevant. But what's beneficial about it is that only those who are truly dedicated will continue to collect ETN, and only those who really need it, such as those in developing countries, will collect daily. So it's also nice in that way, because those who do really want it can still participate. Those who really need it will participate, but those who are just here because they want to gather some extra ETN will, I think, eventually fall off the wagon. And so that allows ETN basically to have a slower airdrop. It's not so drastic, but also it allows the airdrop to last longer and go to people that need it or want it more. So I think those are the benefits. The only disadvantage, really, like I said, is it becomes a chore and it's less like a mobile miner. Obviously, if you're truly mining, you run your machine and it has a hash rate, and you kind of check in on it every once in a while. But now with the daily interaction, it won't have the same feel. But I don't really think that that's that important. And yeah, so there's a little bit of confusion about the iPhone. Ari here, same thing, but they seem to imply that, if I'm understanding this correctly, daily interaction will help us get Apple approval. So yeah, I think this is the case, and I encourage you guys to get on here. Obviously, vote for whatever you want, but I think if I've made any sort of compelling argument, we should vote for daily interaction. And I can see we're losing, but who knows? It doesn't really matter to me, but I think daily interaction is the right direction for global adoption, which is Electroneum. Anyways, sorry the video got a bit long, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Weather's getting warmer here, so go outside and enjoy it. Talk to you guys soon.